What's up everybody, welcome back to the Art of Crypto, the birthplace of absolutely legendary gains. I'm sorry for being away for a couple of days. I actually filmed a video the other day, but I did not realize that I used the wrong input, and because of that there was video but there was no audio, which was really very messed up because that was quite a long video diving very in-depth into coins like Illuvium, into coins like Engine, which pumped really hard after I made that video, like right there, just to give you a couple of examples. So today, this is just going to be another quick video. Everything that's happening today on Bitcoin is something that I have already updated to the people in the private Discord group, just because like I've been really busy for making videos. That's why I focus a lot more on the private group. So if you guys want the latest sort of market updates, make sure you check out the private Discord group. This is where I'm going to be updating you guys every single day. Like, hey, focus on this coin, focus on that coin, what you should do today. If that's something you're interested in, the link will be in the description below. And for now, let's dive right into the video. I'm just going to relay everything that I've mentioned over the last few days and why this is going to be absolutely key information that you should know, because otherwise there's a very good chance that you might get wrecked. So immediately right off the bat, I predicted that there was going to be a dump today. I'm sorry I couldn't make the video yesterday because I was incredibly busy, but private group, you already know about it. So at the moment, I do think that this downward trend is going to continue for a couple of days longer. Now, immediately I want to draw your eyes over to this level right here, right? This blue box that I've drawn right here underneath all of these lows on the daily chart. I'm on the daily chart right now. And think of these areas as liquidity, right? Basically everyone that went long, basically anywhere here, got a free ride to a new Bitcoin all-time high just by, going long. And presumably, if you went long at any point, I would assume that you are going to set your stop loss somewhere beneath this level, because you are going to think, hey, Bitcoin bounced here many times, so this is definitely going to be strong support. And if you do that, then trust me, that is not going to end up well for you, because you are not the only one who realizes that this area is going to be quote unquote strong support. Everyone else thinks the same, including the market makers. So what they will do is when the price gets to around this area, they're going to wick it down, right? They're going to go slightly downwards, stop everyone out before reversing this. Okay, that's usually how it works. And if it does happen, in that way, like I drew this trend line yesterday during that Bitcoin update, but if it really does happen in that way, then it's going to look something like this, right? Something like this, right? It's going to be like a falling wedge, maybe not like that. I mean, obviously I'm just hypothesizing right now because it clearly hasn't happened, but I do expect that in the next few days, 52k, 53k is definitely going to be a level that we might revisit, because this is an area that everyone is not expecting, right? And the reason why I know that everyone isn't expecting this is because if you go over to bybt.com and check the funding rate, you can see that, oh, it's actually gotten very reset. Oh, that's actually very beautiful, right? So if the funding rate was still very high, then I would have expected this area to be, revisited. However, at the moment, funding rate has been reset, like mostly speaking, right? It's still not totally reset, but it's good enough that I think that, we might not go back to this area. But in the event that you do go back to this area, I want you to set a limit order at about 53k, right? $53,000, maybe just a little bit more, like 53,100-ish. And you are going to want to get some Bitcoin over there, because I do believe that that is going to be the point of maximum pain. It is a level that many will not expect, right? People are going to think, oh, you're going to find support at like 60k, you're going to find support at these levels. So if it does get to this level, everyone's going to be caught off guard, and I do believe that this is going to be very close to the Bitcoin bottom. On the other hand though, there is also a reminder that I must tell you guys about, to make sure you set a limit order in between these two levels right here, between 45k 500, 45,500 and 44k. I do believe that if it really does get to this level, this is going to be the absolute bottom for Bitcoin. Not only do you have a bullish order block over here that has formed on the daily chart, which is going to act as super strong support. And this is how I was able to predict that 40k, right, around this point would be, over here, my bad. Over here, this is how I was able to predict that this would be the bottom like a couple of months ago. Right? It's through the use of this order block, right? You notice the similarities, yeah? Order blocks, like, trust me when I say that these are areas that institutions really like to push the price to in order to do their trading. It's their area of value. So make sure that if Bitcoin, right? I'm not saying it's going to get there, but if it gets there, this is going to be very, very close to the bottom. It is going to be a similar concept as to how I predicted that this would be the bottom. At the moment though, I want you to really pay attention to the funding rate, right? Go over to bybt.com and check funding rate. And if, at the moment, it's mostly reset, right? It's beautiful. This is beautiful. This is something that I've been talking about for days. if you haven't already followed me on Twitter at _theartofcrypto, I've been talking about this for days, right? When I cannot post YouTube videos, I am going to be posting on Twitter, okay? So make sure you follow me on Twitter, and if I don't even have time for Twitter, I am going to be posting in my private Discord group, so make sure you check that out. It's not that I don't care about you guys, but sometimes I'm really kind of busy. But either way, this, like, just to show you another example of how order blocks are working, right? This area right here, where Bitcoin just bounced off of, this is an order block as well, right? It's a bullish order block. And if I just go over here, you can check that, you know, about a week ago, I called a limit long at 58,150, right? Bam, right? At the moment, it's looking like the perfect bottom. So what about the bullish scenario, right? What's the bullish scenario here? Now, I want you to draw a trend line from this, draw a trend line, something like this, right? And if Bitcoin is able to break this trend line, right, then it is going to be it's going to be bullish. But at the moment, I did say that if you broke below this low right here, you are in bearish order flow. So expect the next few days to be bearish. That is the expectation. Is it going to be bearish? I can't say for certain, but that is, like, based off of my experience, that's what I do think is going to happen, right? We're going to be in bearish order flow for a couple more days before we ultimately get the bounce to go back to 70k. I do believe that we are still very bullish in the midterm to the long term. It is only immediately bearish that you should be paying attention to. At the moment though, really look for this level to be super strong support. Make sure you take advantage. As everyone is getting stopped out, make sure you buy from them, right? If they're getting stopped out, they're selling their positions at market. Make sure you set your limit orders around this block right here, and you're going to be able to take advantage of everyone panic selling. Now, don't say I didn't warn you, all right? Now, on my Twitter, I also posted a top 10 top coins to focus on during dips, if you do get dips. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to make a video about, like, exact entries where I would recommend you guys to get these coins. So if you are interested in that, make sure you drop a subscribe and turn on the notification bell to make sure you are alerted about those coins. But for now though, I will have to leave. So may the gains be with you, my friend. And if you're interested in joining the private Discord server, make sure you check out the link in the description below. But for now, peace, my friend.